6 months ago, if you asked ChatGPT or Google AI for the best brand in this store's category, their name never came up, not once. AI had never heard of them. Today, that same brand is the number one most cited source in their entire category. When a shopper asks an AI what to buy, this brand gets named ahead of Amazon, ahead of YouTube, ahead of Reddit. AI now cites over 2,000 pages of their site, and they've done more than $12,000 in tracked sales straight from AI with $0 of ad spend behind it. The brand is Mack Rex. They sell jewelry. And I'm going to walk you through the exact system that took them from invisible to number one, because it's the same system you can run on your store. This isn't a lucky break. It's a repeatable process, and I've run it on other stores and on my own site. But Mack Rex is the cleanest example because they went from a total unknown to the top of their category in a matter of months, and the data shows every step of it. If we haven't met already, I am the digital avatar of Steve, the founder of e-commerce agency Working Digital. While he is helping Shopify brands scale with AI, I am here to keep you up to date with the latest AI strategies for e-commerce. Steve reads every comment, so make sure to drop one below. Here's the thing that trips up almost everyone. Mack Rex was doing fine on Google. They ranked. They had traffic. By every traditional measure, their SEO was working. And they were still invisible to AI because the brands AI recommends are not the brands Google ranks. Those are two different systems with two different rulebooks. Google rewards, backlinks, keywords, domain authority. AI reads structured data it can parse and content it can quote. Your Google ranking has almost nothing to do with whether AI recommends you, so you get this gap. A store can rank on page 1 of Google and be completely absent from every AI answer in its category. That was Mack Rex, and they had no way to even see it because AI visibility doesn't show up in Google Analytics or Search Console. It's invisible unless you go looking. That gap is the whole opportunity. Being good on Google isn't protecting you, and most of your competitors are in the same blind spot. The store that fixes it first wins the category. Here's how we fixed it in 2 layers. The first layer is the foundation, everything that lets AI find your products and understand what they are. Get this wrong and nothing else matters, because AI can't recommend a product it can't read. For Mack Rex, we rebuilt the product data so every product had a complete AI-readable record. Real titles, full descriptions, the attributes, and use cases a shopper actually asks about. We filled the feed with the actual phrases people type into AI when shopping that category and stored the enriched data so the pages stayed clean for humans, but the bots got everything. Then the structured data. We made sure their reviews weren't just a star rating, but marked up so AI could quote what customers said, one of the biggest gaps I see. We got the product schema complete, the policies structured, the trust signals in place. And we turned on the agentic surfaces, the native channels inside Shopify that let ChatGPT and the other assistants actually pull and recommend the products. A lot of stores have those switched off and don't know it. The foundation is a fix you can finish. Once it's done, AI can find you and understand you. For most stores, this alone takes you from invisible to visible. But visible isn't recommended. That's the second layer, and it's the one that took them from second in their category to first. Here's the distinction almost nobody gets right. The foundation gets your product mentioned when a shopper asks for a specific thing. The content layer gets your brand recommended when a shopper asks an open question. What's the best brand for beginner jewelry making? Which brand makes the most durable version? When someone asks a question like that, AI doesn't pull from your product feed. It answers from articles it has read and trusts, buying guides, comparisons, category explainers. If you've published content that answers those questions, AI quotes you and names you. If you haven't, it names whoever did. So we publish the exact guides and comparisons their customers were already asking AI about on their own domain. Not Medium, not a marketplace. Their site, so the authority accrued to them. We answered the real questions, written so AI could quote them, clear question headers, short direct answers up top, specifics instead of fluff. And here's the compounding part. One published guide gets cited. That's a fluke. A library of them is a moat. Within a few weeks, AI was citing Mack Rex. Within a couple of months, they were the top-cited brand in the category. The foundation is a fix you finish. The content layer is an engine you run. The stores winning at AI run both. Today, Mack Rex is the number one most cited brand in their category across the AI engines. Not number one among small jewelry brands. Number one, period. Ahead of Amazon, YouTube, and Reddit as sources AI pulls from. AI now cites over 2,000 pages of their site, and it's converting. More than $12,000 in tracked sales attributed directly to AI, with zero ad spend behind any of it. That's $12,000 from being the brand AI recommends, for free, on repeat. Put that against the traditional metric. On Google, this same content was still early. A handful of clicks, impressions building slowly. So you had a split screen, barely anything on Google, and the brand dominating its category in AI. Same content, two scoreboards. That split is the entire thesis. AI surfaces and recommends your content months before Google ranks it. If you're only watching Google, you'll think nothing is working while you're already winning the channel that's growing. That $12,000 number is the floor, not the total. The tracked number only counts the shopper who clicks straight from an AI answer and buys. It misses the bigger group, the people who read the recommendation, then go search the brand name on Google or type the URL directly and convert as direct or branded traffic. That sale is 100% driven by AI. It just doesn't carry an AI label. So the AI channel is always underreported. Treat the dashboard as proof the channel works, not the full size of it. The real impact of being the #1 recommended brand in the category is bigger, and it compounds every month the content library grows. One more number: AI shoppers tend to convert at around 4 times the rate of other traffic. By the time AI recommends a specific brand, it's pre-qualified them. Smaller traffic closes far harder, which is exactly why being the recommended brand is worth so much. Same 2 layers, same order. Start with the foundation: complete feed, structured reviews, agentic channels on. A focused operator can do the highest impact parts in an afternoon. Then build the content layer, the guides and comparisons your category asks AI about on your own domain, written so AI can quote them 1 a week. And measure the right scoreboard. Run your category's real questions through ChatGPT, Perplexity, and Google AI and watch whether you get named. That moves months before revenue. If you want to see exactly where your store stands on the same framework Mack and Rex used, our free AI visibility audit shows you. Link in the description. Next video, the version I ran on my own site, invisible to #1 in about 30 days.